Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to take a YouTube video and download it using Tooble so that you can show it in your classroom. Right now I've got Safari open and I'm on the Google website, and into the search box I'm going to type Tooble, T-O-O-B-L-E. The first link that pops up, I'm just going to click on this because this is where I want to go. When you get to the Tooble homepage, there is a tab called Download. Click on that, and then what you can do here is you can choose which operating system you'd like to use Tooble on. I'm going to choose Mac OS, and I'm going to choose Download File. This little bar shows you the progress that Tooble is making as it downloads. So now I've got Tooble downloaded to my desktop. That's where I've got my computer set up to store downloads. So I'm going to close this downloads window and minimize my Safari window. Now I've got Tooble on my desktop. I'm going to double click on this and the license agreement comes up. I'm going to carefully read all this for several hours, and then I'm going to choose Agree, and it will open up the Tooble application. Now, in order to keep this application on your computer, you should drag this Tooble app right into your applications folder. So now I've got Tooble in my applications folder. I want to be on list view when I get to my applications folder, and so right here, this little button right here lets me be in the list view, and I'm going to choose applications, and then I'm going to scroll down alphabetically until I find Tooble. So here it is. I'm going to click on Tooble and hold it down while I drag it to my dock at the bottom. So now I've got Tooble set up and ready to go. I'm going to shut the Finder window, and I'm going to come over here and click on Tooble. It says Tooble is an application which you downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? I'm willing to risk it, so I'm choosing Open. So now I've got Tooble open. Once you've got Tooble open, you need to go grab a YouTube video. So I'm going to go back to Safari. I've got the YouTube video that I want to download open in another tab, so I'm going to choose that one. And then right up here is the address bar, or the URL. And what I want to do right here is I want to start at the end of this, and I want to drag and hold to highlight all of this. And then I'm going to choose Edit, Copy. Then I'm going to go back to the dock and grab Tooble. Up in the top left corner it says Enter a URL. I'm going to click on that, and right here I'm going to choose Edit, Paste, and so now it's pasted the address for the YouTube video I want into this box. Then select OK. And so now you can see that it's going to download it. This is a short little film, so it comes in rather quickly. Once it's here, it opens it up in iTunes for me. So I'm going to just pause this for a minute and shut this. I don't need this right now. Then I'm going to also close some of these other windows. I'm going to shut Tooble. I'm going to shut my Safari. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to iTunes, and your movie's going to show up in this little tab called Movies. So you want to scroll down until you find your most recent one, and so in my case here it is. And I'm going to just hold this down and drag this to the desktop. So now I've got this video dragged on the desktop. Now you still have a copy of it in iTunes, so you haven't lost it, but now you have an additional copy on your desktop. So I'm going to now quit iTunes, and then I'm going to hold down the control button while I click on the desktop, and I'm going to create something called the burn folder. So right here I'm going to choose New Burn Folder, and so while this is highlighted in blue I can give it a name, so I'll just call this YouTube. And then I'm going to choose this little baby kangaroo video on my desktop and just drop it into the burn folder. Now you'll notice that the video is still on your desktop because a burn folder just creates a link to it so that it can burn it onto a disk. So I'm going to open up this YouTube folder, and there you can see it right here. This is the video that I want to burn, and to get this onto a CD, all I have to do is choose this button right here and press it, and it will burn it onto a CD. Now I don't have a CD in my drive right now, so I don't need to do that, but that's how you could get it to school. You could also just drag that little video onto a flash drive if you had one that was an appropriate size. So now I'm going to shut the Finder window, and what I want to show you now is how to play this video in your classroom. All you have to do is put your CD in your drive or your flash drive into the USB and drag that file onto your desktop. Then double click it and it will bring up QuickTime. Now the great thing about QuickTime is that you can go to View and choose Enter Full Screen, and then the movie will play full size on your TV. And to be honest, who can resist two hopping baby kangaroos? Especially when they can swim. Or kind of swim. If you want to minimize the movie while it's playing, you can press Escape, and that shrinks it back to normal size. At the end of playing the video, you can just choose Quit QuickTime Player. And so at the end of the day, you might want to drag this video off the desktop and into your folder where you save things so that you can show them later. And that's how you get a video from YouTube to play at school.